The upcoming Superman film will of course introduce us to a brand new version of Jimmy Olsen. Hopefully, unlike last time, he doesn't get offed in the first act of the film. That'd be very nice for Jimmy Olsen, right? Yeah, so let's talk about how apparently James Gunn has some major plans for Jimmy Olsen in Superman and the rest of the DCU. So yeah, Jimmy Olsen, our fourth version of the character in live action in 10 years, believe it or not. But it's happening. We got Jimmy Olsen here. Superman's best pal will be in the brand new film. Now, to what extent, we don't really know, so that's sort of the subject today. So this report comes at us from, well, the original report comes at us from Viewer Unknown, who apparently has heard that, this film is somewhat divisive in response to the report that the film was received tremendously well that was reported by Daniel RPK. Now, whose source is right? Again, opinions, sources, those can all be made up and, well, make-believe, if you will, so we don't really know. But here's where things get really interesting. According to reports from fan screenings, that this version of Jimmy Olsen sounds a little bit more in line with what you would expect from a traditional James Gunn character, like from Guardians of the Galaxy, The Suicide Squad, or Peacemaker, in terms of his emotional tone and portrayal that's a lot more, I guess, comedic. But he's apparently also involved in a subplot where Eve Teschmacher, the supermodel, is in love with Jimmy Olsen, but he can't stand her. And that there is some comedic stuff between them and some stuff that'll make you just completely laugh out loud. So again, if this is your thing, okay, good. If not, well, this could be problematic for you, right? So again, with so little to go by in terms of what Jimmy Olsen is doing, this whole subplot, and the fact that it's being compared to more of the comedic stuff that James Gunn has done, I see why it's worrying. Is it worrying for me? Not necessarily, because again, I don't really trust the sources of everything, because as I said, they're all battling each other in terms of this is what I heard, this is what I heard, and nobody seems to be lined up with the same version of anything. So maybe it's true that they're going to take a comedic slant with Jimmy, but then isn't that just Jimmy? You know? Like, the most uncomedic version of Jimmy was probably Supergirl, and I absolutely loved that version as well, because he was like, yeah, I got big and buff because I need to live up to Superman, you know? He encouraged me to work out. That's cool. But again, let's just wait and see before we condemn this film to the, trash bin of time due to Jimmy Olsen. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.